Hey, welcome to Sneaker Conversations, where it's sneaker, singular, conversations, plural. Tell a friend. You can comment, you can like, you can subscribe, you can share. Please do all of or one of those things. So today's shoe is, if you noticed in the teaser, it's gonna be one of my favorites of all time. The Air Vapormax Plus. And the Plus makes a difference. Because as I explained in a previous video, they had those Flyknit, Air Vapormax Flyknit that came out. And those things just did not do it for me. And now the reason I wanted to do a video about this shoe is because this shoe, and in accordance with the other Vapormax that are owned, they have some in common, but not in common. The materials are all the same, they're the same build and everything like that. Now this particular Vapormax, just like the red ones that I'm gonna show you here in a second, from day one, it felt great, comfortable, and everything. All right, so that's that one. So same thing with these. From day one, felt great, comfortable, no issues with the same material, same exact materials, the way that they're built. Feels the same, there's no different. Nothing's different. Now these, same material, everything's the same. I mean, now these I've had longer and worn more than these, but these still, at the end of a work shift, maybe it's some type of flaw or something in these particular shoes, but right around this area is where my foot start to hurt. And then one would say, okay, well, stop wearing them. Stop walking around in them. Yeah, I guess you might be right. I'm probably gonna stop wearing them to work, but I'll walk around in them because I would just walk around in them, you know, on my day off, or if I'm not at work or something like that, it's fine. But at the end of a 10-hour shift, it hurts. But the main thing is I can't understand what did they do with these that they didn't do with these, or that they didn't do with the red ones that I just showed you. Nothing's gonna be perfect. There's probably some flaw or something in the shank plate or something like that, because I think that's where the issue is. But again, these are first world problems. It's not the end of the world. No one's gonna change their life because I have a pair of shoes, $210 pair of shoes that hurt my foot. Pfft, kick rocks. I totally understand. But that's why this is a conversation about sneakers. I want feedback, I want input. Anybody out there can maybe help me understand why this is the case. And then the other thing is, if this is something that I'm not necessarily complaining about it, it's just something that I'm talking about. If this is the worst thing that I gotta worry about, I think my life is pretty good. And if you decide to engage and come over here and have conversations with me about sneakers or anything like that, I think your life is pretty good too. If it isn't, let's make it that way. Let's get to a point to where one of the hardest things in our life we gotta deal with is how our shoes feel. I think that would be a pretty good life. And I'm making it as such, and hopefully I'm propelling you to make it as such. But I'm done preaching to you. It's not about this shoe. It's about this one. Nothing, just your typical Vapormax. And again, I went against my shoe thinking. And this might look white on camera, but this is kind of an off-white, which I gotta be very careful with that because I already seen like a mark up here, like a dirt mark or something like that. So I will be wearing these very sparingly and very carefully. But, ooh-wee, don't you like the way these things look? Look at that blue look. Look at that look. And then to highlight it with this, I'm kind of colorblind on certain colors. I don't know if this is peach, orange, pink. I don't know what color it is because I'm kind of colorblind on those colors, but you can comment and tell me what color it is. But other than that, yeah, day one, put them on. It's like I've owned them forever. Feel great, feel comfortable, feel like my red ones. Don't feel like these. And that's gonna be it. Air Vapormax Plus. And the box actually says, that's all the box says. It doesn't give a color, it's not a special edition, it's not anything else. It's typical Vapormax. My favorite, I'm gonna officially say the Vapormax Plus is probably my favorite shoe, period. Period. Because of the way that it looks, because of the way that it feels, and who in the world would decide to get this drastic with an aerosol? To me, still, even though this shoe been out for what, 3-4 years, this is bold. This is taking a chance. This is taking a risk. Who would do this? Whoever designed it, I'm glad they did it, because I'm gonna get every freaking color of Vapormax until they stop making them or come out with something different. I don't know if they can come out with anything better. I'm sure they're working on it. But yeah, Vapormax Plus. Again, don't get it confused with the Flyknit. I ain't down with the Flyknit. I'm down with the Plus. And that's gonna be it for this video. Remember, you can comment, you can like, you can subscribe, and you can share. And I appreciate you for spending a few minutes of your time with me and listening to my ramblings. But it's just conversations about sneakers. And that's why I call it Sneaker Conversations. Maybe we can let our mind escape a little bit from our everyday problems or anything like that. And let's just talk about sneakers. I don't see anything wrong with that. But you can get at me. If you want to email me, I have an email. It's bwin34@gmail.com. So thank you and enjoy your day.